Hey, one thing that's been on my mind lately is growth. And also, what people see on the internet isn't completely, entirely true. I wanted to make sure that people know that not everything is all peaches and cream. There's been a lot of work behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know about people. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged when they see someone doing well. And when they see someone doing things that they can't do right now or they don't see in the future, I want you to be more inspired because no one talks about the struggles, no one talks about what it took to get there. And I'm not going to say no one. Obviously, I'm painting with a broad brush, but you know what I mean, right? So I want to talk a little bit about relationships, right? And I know I put a couple videos out there of how I want it to be better as far as like uh, what am I, spouse? I don't know. A spouse. Well, at the time I made the video, me and Jessica weren't engaged. We were just that was my baby mama. I still have a. I'm so funny. Remember that. Anyway, so I said I wanted to be a better baby father. I suppose. Um, a better father, a better dad, a better friend. So I wanted to be better, and I made a video saying like I want to be better, be better, be better, be better, and nothing really progressed after that video. I wasn't better. I did work on myself a little bit as far as like anger, and we could talk about that. For some reason, for the little things, I would get angry, and when I say angry, I don't yell, hit, or scream or anything like that. What I do when I get angry in a relationship, in our relationship, is I guess I withdraw and I don't communicate. So I wanted to get better at that because obviously your spouse doesn't deserve that. I didn't know what I was angry about. Um, so when it boils down to it, is I guess I wasn't in a place where I was supposed to be. I was frustrated. I was stressed out about like work and finances and stuff like that, and all that stuff could be stressful. I was finding my place and where I needed to be in life, and I was trying to grow. So all that stuff can be frustrating. And when you don't communicate with your partner, and when you don't say what's frustrating you and why these things are happening to you, well, guess what? You're gonna, obviously, you're either gonna blow up on them, withdraw from them, and then now what? Now they're gonna think like, oh, well, what's going on really? If you're not communicating with your partner, then that means they could just guess what's wrong, and that's almost the worst part of, of fights or arguments or disagreements is you mind reading your partner. So, anyways, I wanted to work on that, and that was I think last year. I can go back in the date. I don't remember, but it was a steady progressive thing. And the reason why I bring this up is because people may see me and Jessica online, and they may think that we have like a perfect relationship. They may think that everything's all peaches and cream, but I'm here to tell you it's not like that. It's 1,000% better now, but we had to work at where we're at. We had to work on both of us being in business together, starting businesses from the ground up, failing together, winning together, and it took a lot. It took a lot out of us, and I think people don't talk about that enough. I'm super, super, super glad that we fought for each other and we had an ultimate goal in mind. That helped out. Our goal was to raise our children with the best possible environment, and that held us together through whatever we were going through, whether it be little or big. Most of it is just little disagreements and arguments and understanding each other. And I'm sorry you hear Max in the background, he's taking a bath, but um, I say all this to say that we worked at it. So as we progressed as individuals and as we progressed as a unit, the work just became a little bit easier. So a big thing for her, I guess, against me would be that I have like an entrepreneurial spirit. So I'm always pivoting. I'm always having this idea, this idea, this idea, this idea. I'm like a squirrel grabbing ideas, picking them up, seeing what they do, doing it, not completing it. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause. So that was a big stressor because Jessica's really goal orientated, and ever since she was a young woman, she's got a goal and she's accomplished it. Me, ever since I was, I don't know, maybe after 2012, I believe, I started transitioning into something different. I can't explain, as far as I want to do this, and that, and I just kept going and going and going, and then I was making money and making more and more and more and more, and every year it was just more and more and more, and then I wanted more and more and more. So I say all that to say that we complement each other now. It was great that I've been in business, and it was great that she had her education and all her certs and licensing and degrees to where she created something, and then I was able to help her in all that process. So that's good, and it was supposed to happen like that. Everything was supposed to happen like that. So what I say now is, yeah, it's not all peaches and cream. It may look like that, but we work on each other constantly. There are times when I'm still upset at her. There's times where she's still upset at me. But ultimately, we have a goal. We want to be the best parents we could possibly be for our children. And we want to be financially free, pretty much. And we are working at that. And it's a beautiful process, and it's a beautiful thing. But it would not be where it's at if I and we haven't been listening to God. Ever since probably November of last year, maybe December, I just been opening up my heart to God and listening and getting real affirmations and confirmations about what I should be doing, how I should be moving, and I am moving different now. And I am completely blessed to be where I'm at, and I want everybody to know this is why we will be successful. This is why we are successful. This is why we appear to be successful. This is why how we are. This is why we got to a place where we are right now, is because we started listening to God and opening our hearts up and building community around us that have the same core values and have the same foundation as us. So we have a great foundation. We worked at it, and I just want to let you know that when you see us succeed, it is not because it was easy. It's not because it was given to us. It's not because we were lucky. It's because we opened up our hearts to God and we talk about it. No, we don't really talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. We just listen. We listen with our hearts, and it comes. And it's not because of what we do. It's not because of who we are. It's not because of where we've been. It's literally because we've been opening up our hearts to God, and He's been showing us how to move, where to move, and what to do, and that's exactly what's necessary for us to grow. And I want you guys to know that. So when you see us in, on top, when you think we're on top now, it's not because luck. It's not because of hard work. It's not because of dedication. It's because of God. He really brought our relationship to a stronger than I've ever seen a relationship be in my lifetime. And it's very hard to do because the models of relationships that we both had were not 100. They were not the best. They actually were terrible. But it showed us what not to do, and it just opened up us to be great. We are great because of God, and there's no denying that, and I'm never going to take that away from Him. And before I get to the top, I'm going to make sure I give Him His due credit, and it's all because of Him. So you guys are not alone out there. It takes hard work. It takes effort. But me and Jessica have done it. We're in a place that we have been, that I've never been. I don't think she's ever been. I know she's never been. And it's just an extreme blessing and amazing. So thank you for listening. If you listened all the way, bless you some more. But if you haven't, it is what it is. I can understand because I'm kind of all over the place sometimes. So thank you for listening, and we're going to do more of these, and if you have any questions on what I'm actually doing, how I opened up my heart, what about our relationship is different, how we worked out our relationship, please feel free to have a conversation with me about that. I'm not opposed to that at all. Thank you very much. Bye.